Hey, what is going on, guys? It is SJZ here, and today we're going to come back with our NBA 2K16 MyGM series of the Detroit Pistons. We're going to start it off with a bang trade, just like the Pistons did yesterday. Brandon Jennings, Ersan Ilyasova for Tobias Harris. And then I'd add Keith Appling in here, kind of even it out because roster size in the game is kind of messed up. But anyways, yeah, so I really like this trade for us in real life and in the game, and we're going to just let go of Keith Appling right here. But and sign Tony Roten. But yeah, it'll allow the Pistons in real life and in the game to have, I think, a guy who could start on a championship caliber team at the four. Where Ersan, he's solid. He could come off the bench on a championship team, but I don't think he's that number one. I don't think he could start on a championship caliber team. So I think it was good to move on, get good value out of Jennings. Fits the age group well. So I think it was an overall great deal. I'm just showing off what our rotation's looking like right now. But as you guys will see in a sec, ooh yeah, we get hit with an injury bug. Drummond, he's out 4 to 6 weeks. Only 6 games into the season here. And then, so we set it up with Baines starting, and then he gets hurt. So, yeah, that was tough. Playing 500 ball without Drummond, and then Baines gets hurt. That's a tough one. We're going to have to start Joel Anthony, have Jarrell Benjamin play some decent minutes. And then Drummond is back, but we played terrible. We're 8-15 on the year, so we're gonna have to make back a lot of games, fight back for our spot in the conference. So here we are. We're gonna play the 24 Clippers against the 9-16 Detroit Pistons. Hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for watching. Peace.
I'm Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. This NBA season rocking right along, and we're loving every minute of it. And our coverage tonight will be coming to you from Detroit, where the Pistons will be going up against the Los Angeles Clippers. For Los Angeles, the results have been excellent for them over the first half of the season, and it has to be said they're not showing any signs of slowing down anytime soon. We're going to get to see Chris Paul in action tonight, and as we all know, he's such a great all-around point guard, but he's also one of the most efficient players when it comes to scoring, Jet.
Yeah, because he doesn't get baited, Ernie. He doesn't take bad shots no matter what the situation is. His shots he shoots like a super high percentage later in his career. That's not normal. Typically, you start shooting less and shooting worse as you get older, but he's shooting better as he gets older.
And he's a master of slowing down and then speeding up to keep the defender on the skates. He uses that stutter step move, Kenny. People falling and slobbering and acting crazy.
Yeah, sounds like Ernie last night.
Love this guy when he dribbles the ball.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Ernie again.
Excuse me. Kevin Harlan standing by, along with the rest of the 2K Sports crew.
Alright, so here we have it. We got the Detroit Pistons versus the Clippers in Detroit, or Auburn Hills at the Palace. And we're going to be taking on a really tough Clippers team here. They're 20-4 as of right now in the game, obviously, not in real life. But yeah, this is going to be a tough one for us. And you're gonna see at the beginning our new fella Tobias Harris. He starts off on fire. Him and Jamal Crawford kind of go in a little scoring battle here as we take the tip. But yeah, first quarter, I was really impressed with Harris, and then as Jamal Crawford hits that fadeaway shot in her face, then as the game went on, he kind of slowed down a lot, and wasn't impressed at all in the second half. Or actually, second quarter to fourth quarter, didn't do much at all. I think he scored 2 points the rest of the game after the first quarter as he knocks down his first jump shot from mid-range. But yeah, overall, I was impressed with it. First game I played with him, and he also had a great game for us yesterday in real life. First game out with the new team as he's backing down Chris Paul down in the paint. Hits the hook off the backboard. But yeah, I'm sorry about not uploading this video for I recorded the first part of this video a few days ago, and then I got kind of sick and had like a nasally voice. Didn't think it'd be a good idea to record it, so that's my bad. Jamal hits another shot in our face right there. This is some cheese, but he's good. Dre with the board, kicks it up. Tobias has it, back to KCP, back to Tobias for the lay-in. Soft touch around the rim with the alley-oop. Kind of wish he would have thrown it down, but 2 points is all that matters. But overall, this game, I was pretty impressed with the whole team because overall we played really well. Morris, he had a tough. He didn't do hot at all, but ooh, Jackson hits that and one shot, converts on the free throw right here. But Morris, he played pretty terrible, and down the stretch we actually went with Stanley, who had a really nice game. Tobias, another shot. He's got 12 out of our 15 points so far. But yeah, we went with Stanley down the stretch, who had a really good game. It's speaking of Stanley with alley-oop right there. And you'll see a little trend with that in this game. A lot of alley-oops. A few of them were actually layups, but a lot of alley-oops overall. Stanley's playing good D. Dre with a good D after he lets the offensive rebound up. Up to Roten with a slam. Alright, so now the Pistons got it on the break. Reggie Jackson to Stanley to Tobias, and it, hits it. 15 points in the first quarter so far, with still 40 seconds left. Ooh, and then another lob to Dre from the young rookie Stanley Johnson, as you're going to see it here again. Drummond, he had a good day. He held his own against DeAndre, he's actually leading the league in rebounds in this. Led him in real life last year, as they come up and hit the quick three to answer that back. So we're up by 7 right now. Roten's going to take it up the floor. Crossover. He's going to look for Tobias, who has it, and he's going to get the flush, the poster. So Tobias, first quarter, he has 17 points. Shot 100% from the field. He had a great first quarter. KCP drives it into the hole. The land. Yeah, KCP, he played pretty solid today. I'll take it. He played. Jamal Crawford was ridiculous though. Just have a ton of plays like that. His Reggie's spin move. Somehow this went in. It was a terrible shot. I'll be the first one to admit it, but it went in. That's all that matters. Reggie again, he's driving. It's on the good move, and I just thought that lay-in right there, get the shot up behind the back, slow motion right here. Like, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's even an animation. Sadly, he missed one of the free throws, but he made one, so it was well worth it. Lance Stevenson, he actually just got traded the other day to Memphis. That was a good Drummond late in the quarter. Gets the easy bucket with 0.1 left on the shot clock. And Roten, he's going to try to get off a good shot before the quarter's over, but nope. Alright, so here you guys go. End of the half. Here's the 2K Sports halftime show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports halftime show. Tobias Harris was red hot to start the first. He ended up with 17 points and 5 rebounds. Kenny, what's your take on Detroit so far?
You know what jumps out at me? Their efficiency on the offensive end. They shared the basketball. Good shot selection. They showed a lot of patience, and that patience will be tested the rest of the way.
And over to Shaq. Now your take on the Clippers.
The three-point shot has really, really helped them out. I always like to see teams rely on the three, but when it's dropping like that, I say roll with it. They keep setting good screens, running these pick and rolls, they'll be tough to beat.
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
First off, I want to say sorry if the end of that quarter or the end of the first half kind of sounded weird. My dad came in and kind of interrupted as we passed it over to Drummond and he gets the flush. So hopefully that sounds alright. Probably edit it if it doesn't, but just want to say sorry. Kind of ended suddenly, didn't get to introduce the halftime show or anything. Paul Pierce has it. What a great block by Reggie Jackson right there. That reminded me of the Tayshaun Prince on Reggie Miller block against the Pacers way back in the day. Just kind of came out of nowhere to block it. You get a lot of those in this game, but they're pretty cool, honestly. Jamal Crawford, he misses. Morris with the rebound, kicks it up to Dre, up to KCP, back to Reggie, and he hits the three. That was a good shot. His three-point shot has really developed ever since he got in Detroit. He shot a lot more confidently, too, which has helped a lot. Blocked by Stokes, up to Stanley, or Stanley gets the kind of the board and he flushes it. And then Tolliver, he played really well in the second half. He hits the pick and pop three. But I was kind of thinking, trade-wise, we might actually copy the Pistons yet again. Do maybe the Monte sort of deal, but I didn't even think they'd do that in the game. So I don't know. I don't know if they do it as Jackson. He gets into the lane with the spin move and he makes it, but I really like that deal for the Pistons in real life, as long as Monte doesn't stay hurt for too long. Obviously, KCP back to Stanley. He's gonna hit the three, but I think that's a solid deal, especially if Monte can pan out for them, stay healthy next season. Be an awesome deal. He could be a really good four in the rotation. As they hit the three, the Pistons call it a timeout, and Clippers, they're staying in this game. They're crawling their way back. We're up by 6 right now. As Meeks, he has it. I was kind of worried about the 3-second violation, so I left it. But then I saw the spin move open, so I went for it. And his spin move is really quick. I like that a lot. But Drummond, he's with the screen. Stanley kicks it to Drummond. He's going to flush it down. He had a lot of dunks today. Didn't have too many points, but probably all of them, they were probably all dunks, or at least the majority of them. But then they get back, they hit a three. They kept on doing that. Just stayed in the game. We'd make a shot, maybe get 4 points on them, but then they'd hit a three. Stuff like that as Drummond's working hard towards the end of the quarter, and he gets it in for the buzzer beater. We're going to go into the fourth up by 9, thanks to Drummond's hard work down there. Since we won the tip, we're going to get the ball to start, so that's almost like a 4-point swing if we score in the first possession in the fourth quarter. It was great work by Drummond. Tobias should have hit it. He got cold in the second half, but yeah, it was still well worth it. As Roten has it, he's pushing it up the floor. Lob to Joel Anthony with a reverse layup. I don't know what that was, but it somehow went in, and I'll take it. It went in. That's all that matters, right? And Clippers defense just kind of fell asleep right there. I don't really like doing that too often, but that was just way too easy for Roten for the dunk. And yeah, that was too easy. I couldn't pass that one up. We're up by 11 now. We kind of went on a mini run right there. If they have the ball, they're going to kick it to Pierce, who knocks it down. Again, as I was saying, they're staying in the game. Crawford has it. He hits a three, and now they're only down by 6. Chris Paul breaks our ankles, but Drummond bails out Reggie right there with a big block swat down in the paint. That's what he does best. We're going to have it on the fast break. KCP over to Stan Lee with the slam off the lob. And as I said, you're going to see a lot of those. Probably already have. Or you definitely have. But yeah, that was a good play. As Reggie has it, he's gotten in the corner. Stanley kind of blocks out Chris Paul for him and gets Reggie open. He hits the three. So we're back up by 11 right now. Cut it down to 9. A little good spin move by KCP down to Drummond, down in the lane. He gets it, another dunk. Jackson hits KCP for the fadeaway, and he hits that. It's not looking too good for the Clippers right here. They're on the Pistons really pull away right here, right now. Drummond defense fell asleep again right there. So I was like, all right, I'll take it. And that's going to do it right here, guys. We're going to win by 10. And here's the box score. Pause it if anybody's interested, and just comment any trades or anything that you'd like to see, anything you'd like me to improve on. So again, sorry for it's been a while since the last video. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching. Peace out.